Deadpool is about to make a comeback, and in the past few weeks, news about the highly anticipated MCU movie came thick and fast. Originally, Deadpool 3 was only supposed to hit theaters in November 2024, but as became known in early June, the premiere has now been brought forward to May 3rd, 2024. So, it's about time we took a closer look at the current cast, the story info, and what's going on behind the scenes. Enjoy our new original! The cast surrounding the two heroes Deadpool and Wolverine is slowly but surely falling into place. In addition to some X-Men representatives, there are also initial details about the villain of the film. Let's talk about the two starring roles first. It's clear, of course, that Ryan Reynolds will return in the role of Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool. The actor was the driving force behind the comic character actually being brought to the big screen, and has absolutely shaped the character with his humor. The big hype around Deadpool 3 already began with the announcement of the film. However, because Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, one of the most popular X-Men, is making an unexpected comeback on the big screen. This is the 10th time the Australian has slipped into the role of the mutant. His story was supposed to be over with the 2017 movie Logan. The fact that he returns anyway is thanks to Reynolds. In the past, Reynolds has repeatedly urged Jackman to shoot another movie together. Reynolds has given a lot of thought to how Wolverine can show up in Deadpool without breaking the narrative of the other films. In an interview, he revealed how the character will be brought back after dying in Logan. Thanks to multiverses and Cable's time-traveling device stolen in Deadpool 2, there would be several possibilities. According to Hugh Jackman, the latter will be used. This way, the plot of the Wolverine movies, and especially Logan, would not be ruined, which is very important to him. However, it is quite likely that this will be the last film in which we'll be able to see Wolverine. There has been no talk of a Deadpool 4 yet. In any case, it is clear that, as in the comics, the two do not like each other at all, and only work together very reluctantly. We are already looking forward to seeing how much the two will regularly come to blows. A recently published photo of the two heroes on the set, and in full costume, caused some excitement. For the first time, we see Wolverine in his classic yellow suit, which makes particularly fans of the comics rejoice. The X-Force is back in Deadpool 3 as well. The members of the X-Men spin-off group were introduced in the second part and brutally decimated again. Among them is, of course, Colossus. The man with steel body has already broken the one or other bone of Deadpool. The character's voice is once again spoken by Stefan Kapicic. Brianna Hildebrand and Shioli Kutsuna return as Negasonic Teenage Warhead and her girlfriend Yukio. The contrasting pair of a badass fighter armed with nuclear powers and her rather sweet ninja companion already made for some laughs in the last film. The most important member of the X-Force, and I'm sure we can all agree on this, is of course Peter, played by Rob Delaney. He stands out from the other members by the utter lack of any superpowers or special abilities. In Deadpool 2, Peter miraculously survives a parachute jump, while many of his colleagues lose their lives spectacularly. A short time later, however, Peter accidentally ends up dying during a rescue attempt when he comes into contact with a toxic substance. At the end of the movie, though, this is undone by Deadpool's time travel. Delaney has already signed his contract for the third part, so we can look forward to his comeback. But there will also be one loss in the Deadpool 3 cast. Zazie Bates revealed during an interview that she will not return to the role of Domino. Nevertheless, she is looking forward to the new movie, just like we are. By Deadpool's side will once again be his beloved Vanessa, played by Morena Baccarin. Likewise, a key member of his closest allies is the cab driver Dopinder, played by Karen Sony, another fan favorite who will also ensure some laughs in Deadpool 3. In addition, we can again look forward to verbal duels between Deadpool and Blind Al, as Leslie Uggams has already agreed to join the new film. In February, Deadline reported the signing of Emma Corrin for the role of the antagonist in Deadpool 3. She was already impressive as Lady Di in Netflix's The Crown. Sadly, it is not known yet which precise role Corrin will take on. According to rumors, the star could assume the role of the sorceress Spiral. She was originally captured in the comics by Mojo, who was hinted at in Deadpool 2 and later banished to Earth. In the comics, she later becomes a part of the X-Force and even sides with her former adversary Deadpool. Another potential character making the rounds on the web is Lady Death. She personifies death and has the ability to manipulate time and reality. In the comics, she also has a special bond with Deadpool and Thanos. The latter, in particular, is hopelessly in love with her. However, she finds Deadpool more attractive, since he is immortal and thus Lady Death has zero chance of obtaining his soul. Her affection for Deadpool could make for some funny moments in the film. However, these are all just speculations and rumors, but we believe that the team will surely find a suitable role for her in the Marvel Universe. For Corrin herself, Deadpool 3 can be the final breakthrough in the ranks of the big Hollywood movies, provided she can convince the audience of her talent. Back in November 2022, there were the first signs on Twitter that the third part of Deadpool might have a connection to the Disney Plus series Loki. At the time, the lovable character Miss Minutes from Loki tweeted a greeting to Deadpool, to which Ryan Reynolds also promptly responded. After that, things got quiet about the rumor until Owen Wilson was confirmed for the cast in March 2023. Wilson last played the role of Agent Mobius of the Time Variance Authority in the Loki series. It is not 100% clear whether Wilson will also play this character in Deadpool 3. The information comes from insider source Jeff Snyder, however, and he has already proven to be extremely reliable in the past. We will probably first learn more about Mobius' future in Season 2 of the Loki series, which will be released on Disney Plus on October 6th, 2023. According to the latest information, another character is set to make a return to the big screen in Deadpool 3 that nobody really expected. Jennifer Garner will be making an appearance as Elektra. She first played the female assassin in the 2003 Daredevil movie starring Ben Affleck. Although the comic adaptation flopped, her solo spin-off Elektra followed 2 years later, which also failed to be a success. The fact that she is now unexpectedly back in the role after 19 years speaks for both the typical humor of the Deadpool series and for a story about the multiverse. The specific plot of Deadpool 3 remains a big secret, but the clues so far already give an interesting impression. The movie is part of the MCU for the first time, so the multiverse could play a bigger role, and above all, provide an explanation for the appearance of Wolverine. In this context, it would also open the door for Loki, Mobius, and the TVA. Both Lady Death and Spiral would fit into this setting. Both characters are sorceresses and well-versed in the multiverse. Their abilities to manipulate space and time may be the catalyst for Wolverine's appearance in Deadpool's world. The other X-Men may not even know Wolverine here, so he might not be able to rely on their support. Hugh Jackman has already confirmed that there will be a fight between Logan and Deadpool at the beginning of the film, including a fair amount of destruction. The logical next step would then be for the two to form an involuntary team to take on the villain, whoever that ends up being. In the case of Spiral, there's even the possibility that she too will end up siding with Deadpool, just like in the comics. That would no doubt be a nice, happy ending for everyone, even if it doesn't sound quite like the brutal Deadpool we know him to be. The R rating is equally as important for a Deadpool movie as a crazy and spectacular story. The previous movies in 20th Century Fox's Deadpool series stood out for their hardcore action and dark humor. All of them were given the infamous R rating, which means the films were not suitable for minors. After Disney took over Fox, many fans feared that Deadpool would face some sort of censorship. After all, Disney is known for rather wanting to appeal to the largest possible audience. However, the big relief for adult action fans came with a statement from Disney boss Bob Iger and Marvel president Kevin Feige. Both confirmed that they would not stray from the violence and humor of the predecessors in the third installment. This would mean that Deadpool 3 will be the first R-rated MCU movie, so fans can heave a sigh of relief and look forward to Deadpool maintaining his uncensored and offbeat style in the MCU. Let's take a look behind the scenes of Deadpool 3. In fact, for a long time, it was not sure whether there will even be a Deadpool sequel under Disney, and if so, whether it will take place in the MCU. Then, in December 2019, Ryan Reynolds personally revealed a third Deadpool movie was in the works with the full team at Marvel Studios. In October 2020, the active search for additional screenwriters began, which ended with the signing of Wendy Molyneux and Lizzie Molyneux-Logolin. They were later replaced by Rhett, Reese, and Paul Wernick, who were responsible for the current version of the script, with the constant involvement of Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool 3 is directed by Shawn Levy. The 54-year-old Canadian has previously directed movies such as Free Guy, The Atom Project, and Night at the Museum, and was also a part of Stranger Things. In addition to Kevin Feige, Ryan Reynolds, who is actively involved in many of the behind-the-scenes processes, is also working as a producer. Filming began on May 22, 2023 in London and Pinewood Studios in Buckinghamshire, under the working title Tidal Wave, and another location is set to be Vancouver. The current writer's strike in the US did not get in the way of the start of shooting for the time being, as the script has already been completed. However, one drawback remains. Due to the strike, not a single line of the script may be changed on set, a major problem for Ryan Reynolds and the team, who usually tend to improvise a lot in order to find the best gags. We sincerely hope that Deadpool will still maintain its signature jokes. The theatrical release of Deadpool 3 was recently rescheduled by several months and will now take place earlier than expected, on May 3rd, 2024. We thus hope for a first Deadpool 3 teaser trailer at the D23 Expo in September, which will then of course also be available here on our channel. This was all the info about the third part of Deadpool. For us, Deadpool and Wolverine are a great enhancement to the MCU, and we hope that this won't be their last appearance. What do you guys think? Do the characters fit into the MCU, or should they rather be doing their own thing? Let us know your opinion and ideas for Deadpool 3 in the comments. And if you liked the video, we'd be happy to get your thumbs up. Thanks for watching.